flat ground skateboarding. It's the best. It's just you and the board, you know? You don't need anything else. You don't need a ledge or rail or anything. Just you and the skateboard. My name is Tom Rohrer. I'm 32 years old, born in North Dakota, grew up in Minnesota, Minneapolis, lived in Los Angeles for 10 years, and then my wife and I just moved down here 2 years ago to San Diego. I do graphic design for the Bears on the YouTube channel, on the website, and the little slates and the videos. I get to do all those, so it's a pretty awesome job. And I actually run the Bears YouTube channel, so yes, if I've commented back, it was most likely me who's commented to you. I skate for Lakai shoes. I love Lakai since I was a kid. Bones, Jessup grip tape, grip gum, Mondo vertical wheels, and the Quiet Life, which I've also been a huge fan of for years. I think I like flat ground skateboarding because I grew up in the winter in Minnesota, you know, like we had like our friends' little mini warehouses or studios that we would just skate flat ground in when there was nowhere else to skate. My favorite flat ground trick is varial heels, easily. Most recent flip trick, ooh, a fakey hard flip late shove it. We started the channel on June 21st, Go Skate Day, 2022, so it hasn't been that long. Jay is my wife. She went to theater school, so she knows really well like just how to like talk and present yourself and how to speak properly, even how to shoot things, like cut between different shots and zoom in. Like she's giving me all these tips, like things that I wouldn't have really thought of myself. So together we make like this perfect team. She actually is the reason I started this channel. I would talk about it. I'd be like, oh, I've always wanted to start a trick tips thing. Like I just feel like I see a lot of trick tips and there's like not enough detail. And she's like, well, we should do it. And I actually was kind of doubtful. She's like, no, let's do it. So we started doing it, and of course, it took off. Our Instagram has grown like over 40,000 followers in 2 months, which is mind-blowing.
Yo, check it out, there ain't a singular MC on this planet who wants it. They know the young man's arm got that bomb shit. Stomp with the boards that I leave board the rappers trembling.
We have like a whole Google Sheets list set up. Check out the things we need to bring to the session. And I'll write down tips ahead of time for each trick. I'll think about it, and Jay already has the filming down pretty well. Like the filming, the mic, everything else, the speaking, and the shots. Like, she's pretty good. I don't have to do too much directing. And then once we get to the spot, like I'll film a bunch of angles, get all the shots of the trick. I'll watch the footage of the trick, and then I'll make sure that I'm not missing anything. So I can see the way I'm doing it, and I can analyze it before I actually start teaching. So when we get home, I'll usually get the graphics done right away. Like I'll make like the title slates and the cover image and all that, and then I'll drop everything in the timeline and start editing. Get the main edit done, and then I make some social cuts, like 9x16 vertical social cuts, and get all the social stuff prepared for launch every Thursday. I'd say total turnaround from filming process to in front of your face on film, probably about 7 to 9 hours roughly. So the channel's called Tom's Tutorials. Instagram, it's Tom's_tutorials, and TikTok, it's Tom's.tutorials. Just trying to give a lot of detail, like detail that's missing from other trick tips. I think it's so important. Like there's so many little details that you don't even realize that go into a trick. So I think it's important not to leave those details out. You start to not even think about it anymore after a certain time because it just becomes muscle memory. You're just so used to doing it. But you gotta realize, like when you're learning a trick, you have to think about these things. Like they all matter. The goals we have, I'd say, is just to get as many trick tip tutorials out there, but really just trying to make sure that, you know, we're giving back to the people who are following us and supporting us. Obviously teaching what they